Welcome back to Survival, everybody. Episode 6. I'm just out for a morning stroll, checking out the landscape a little bit. We do have a little yellow light on here on the front. Ooh, watch out for that car. So here's our homestead here on the left. Been contemplating about how we're going to kind of go in the series here, like start advancing things, and I think contracts are going to get fairly old real quick. We kind of discovered that in the last 2 episodes. So to keep things moving right along here, I think what we're going to do is go ahead and purchase that wind, I guess it's a wind turbine, I guess, or windmill, whatever you want to call it, under our generators. So we can start making a little bit of money off of that. Right here it is, 8,000. We do have the money for that. We also have enough money to buy a skid steer, but I think we're better off putting it into this so we can start generating passive income. And then if we have to skip a few months here and there, so be it. Want to make sure we don't block our... We do have a pallet spawn of lettuce finally. So that's excellent there. I think we'll put this kind of like off here so it's not in the way. Let's go right there, I think. And that should generate 4,800 a month. We'll see how that goes. And like I said... I guess the wind ain't blowing too hard today. Like I said, we should be able to... Well, we'll just skip months ahead if we have to. Keep the series interesting. Maybe do a contract farther down the line. But like I said, we're going to step back from those. I do want to get some more beehives as well. Expand this out. Start getting some more of this other passive income. That's kind of what this hobby farm is all about. So what I think we'll do is now that we got the wind turbine up, windmill, whatever you want to call it, we're going to skip ahead and probably get to the harvest of this. We'll take a look at the sales as we go as well. And see if there's a skid steer on sale. We do have to get these, where are they now? These stumps removed. There's one here. There's quite a few stumps we got to get removed. And I want the skid steer for that, because it's something we're going to be probably expanding our farm that way. We're going to need it eventually more anyway, so we might as well own one. We got our harvester ready to go. We do have to get a header yet for that. But we'll wait till we're ready to pick, I guess. So let's go ahead and advance, and we'll see some sales on the way, I guess. Alright, first month, we got 560 property income. And I'm hoping that goes up. Let's check the sheets too while we're here. Because it's supposed to be more than that. I wonder if it would work better if we fast forward like we did on the other series. Might skip one more time and we'll see what happens. Sales, nothing here. How's our... So it's starting to get darker here. We'll probably end up having to sell our grain right away, because we don't have any storage for it. So which means we're not going to get the top dollar for it. It's whatever it is, I guess. So we got a little more income coming. Ooh, look at that. 1,330. Still not our 4,000 that we were promised. But it's better than what we originally had. This is starting to come along here. Our barley. Nothing in the sales. So let's continue. Actually, let's go ahead and skip ahead manually on this one. And we'll see if we get more than the 1,000. It might actually take a while, though. Okay, I skipped ahead a little bit. Doesn't look like it's making too much of a difference, so we'll just advance this way. Another 500. So that was... Yeah, we didn't get the... It was actually January that was better. Interesting. Looks like we got another pallet of lettuce. Actually, we're probably going to have to move them. Again, we need the skid steer so we can get our pallet fork, which we could probably actually get pretty soon because I think we can almost afford it. Kind of would like one in the sales if it's available, though, so we can get it cheaper yet. But let's at least go to when our harvest is ready. I think it might be ready next month. We'll give it a shot, see what happens. Alright, that looks like a little bit better property income. Still wasn't as good as it should be. We are ready to harvest on our barley. We do have to get the header for that, so that's got to come first. 3.3 or 4.2. I think we'll go ahead and grab the... it's a tough decision. I think we'll go with the 4.4. It's going to cost more, but I think we're going to be more happy about it if we go this route. Oh, they have these too. We could probably put the white stripe on there to make it match our combine unit. Okay, let's give that a shot, I think. 6,500, it's kind of expensive, but we need it. And then we'll just have to get some more money before we buy our skid steer. But like I said, hopefully we get a sale. Well, I think, yeah, we didn't get a trailer. We probably should have just left this down at the sales when we bought it. Because now we gotta drive back down there slowly so we can pick up our header. So I guess we'll see in a few minutes. Looks like it should be small enough to fit through our, well, plenty of room here to get through. And we won't have to worry about a trailer. We won't need to really cart it anywhere. It's going to stay right on the homestead. Like I said, we should have just left this over here. That's a bit of a drive to get over here. But we got it. Now let's make sure everything fires up. Excellent. Ooh, that shakes the cab even. That's nuts. Look at that. Alright. Let's run this back home. And we'll get started. We're going to have to configure that wagon also with some sides on it. So we're going to have to bring that back. So we can put our grain in there. We do have another lettuce pallet that has spawned. There's 2 there. I think that's actually, the trigger is full. We do got to get that pallet fork. Okay, so we want to make sure we are not going to be dropping swath because we don't want to be picking that up. So I think, let's see, disable. Okay, I think that should work right there. We'll give it a shot. Fire her up. Like I said, this takes some... Wow, this machine. Let's see, make sure we don't have anything coming out the back. Perfect. Don't want to be picking that up. Our first harvest on our first field. Very exciting. Probably going to be happy we went with the bigger width on the header. Especially down the road. We're going to have to configure that wagon so we can put it in there. We'll see what we get when we go 1 lap around. There's that tree stump that's in the way. Gotta get rid of those. We'll get them taken care of. Alright. Just about 1 lap, and it looks like we're gonna have pretty close to 25% here. So we should get a fairly decent harvest out of this. Probably a good thing we went ahead and limed her up. Alright, so I'm going to crack on here and we'll see you guys in a few minutes. Just finishing up the last little bit. Look at this lights shake in the back. That's so realistic. That's nuts. We did get it all on 1 combine load here. Shut her off before she rattles apart on us. So excellent. We're gonna go ahead and we'll get our trailer configured up. And we'll dump it in there and we're gonna see what we can get for this harvest. Shut her down here, I guess, so we can save gas. Yeah, we got these bags back here yet, I guess we'll just kind of bring them with, I suppose. I wonder if we could put grain in the back of the pickup truck, though. Guess that's for another time, once we get bigger fields. It all, hopefully, I think it all should fit in this trailer. I guess I didn't see the capacity on there. Let's go get it configured up and we'll be right back. Alright, let's check this out. Sort of customize. Configuration, standard bale trailer, standard. Okay, we want standard wheel setup. We can leave that as is. Alright, we'll go with that. It looks like it holds 3,000, so that should be fairly decent. If it actually holds all of it, we could actually leave it in the combine or this trailer then until a good selling day when we get most money for it. So that's good news there. I thought we were going to have multiple loads and we kind of wouldn't have a choice, but we have a choice. Ooh, it all fit. Look at that. Nice. Yeah, so we'll just keep it in the trailer until we get a good price for it. We want to maximize our price because we are living paycheck to paycheck at this point. And there it all be. Bam. Let's see where it is going to go. So there's only one place to go, and it's Railroad Silo North. I don't know if you have to rent a train for that. That's interesting. But it's actually at a decent price. $1,000. It is April. Yeah, we are actually at a decent price. So we're going to take that. We could wait and get a little bit more, but it's actually so close. Let's just do it. Get this all folded up. We'll kind of get this out of the way a little bit. It's going to be exciting to make our first profit here off our first field of the series. Got those stumps laying all over. Yeah, we got to get our sheds and all that stuff, but in due time. Okay, so we need to tag that area. Should have did that right away. Okay, right up here, I assume we're going to have to rent the train, but the question is, we should probably save it, because I don't know if this train is going to get through. I guess, I don't know if it lets you take over, or if it has to get to the spot before it lets you take over. I think what we'll do is do some investigation real quick. I'm going to save it in case this doesn't work, because we can't afford to be renting a train, and then we don't get our money's worth. So, let's go over here. It looks like we might just dump on the tracks, which would be kind of weird. But it's not like you're going to the Railroad Silo North. Whoa, that's a heavy load too. We're gonna have to get these bags out, I think. Okay, that looks like that helps. Let's put these over here. Again, I don't like cheating like this on this series so early, but what are we gonna do? We gotta get our skid steer. Actually, I don't think a skid steer would be able to handle these either. Alright, there we go. Now we should hopefully be able to handle it. Somewhat, and it's still heavy on us. Okay, so we are having quite a hard time here. It keeps popping up in the air on us. And now it looks like a little bit better control. But it's making it very difficult to drive straight here without bouncing all over the road. I'll turn the cruise on here so we can kind of keep a steady pace. Otherwise it seems like... Oh, there we go. It just keeps jumping. I think it's when it's shifting. Try to get in second maybe. And then leave it about somewhere in here, I suppose. We'll probably have to use our tractor next time to deliver this, which is a very unfortunate because you got a pickup truck and we can't even use it. Okay, so I think we're going to want to take a right up here, and then we'll be able to get by that silo. Yeah, the silo's there, but we got to get to the railroad tracks, which should be... Yep, I knew that would be a problem. Yeah, this is a problem going up the hill like this. I can't even keep it straight. I hope we get a good penny for this grain. Alright, we're up to the gate. Let's get this gate open. And it should be right over there. We can get there in one piece. That would be great. There we go. Yeah, tractor next time would be better. Although that's probably going to have a hard time too, it seems like. There is no weights on the front of our tractor. We'll have to come up with another solution. Okay, so we'll see if this sells directly. It looks like it wants you to just dump them on the track, which is kind of weird. But we'll see what happens. Let's switch it to the trailer. Yeah, looks like it should work. Dumping. And yeah, we're getting our money. Alright, so we got 2,500. Would have liked a little bit more than that, but it's our first harvest. And we made something. So what I think we're going to do for the remainder of the episode... Oh, we're going to have to get a... We're going to need like a cultivator. We don't need a plow anymore. We could plow it, but it would take forever to do that. Yeah, I forgot about that. We're going to have to get a disc harrow or something so we can get this field ready to go again. Let's see if we can find one at a decent price. Disc harrow. So there's one here for 1 meter. Here's a 3 meter. That's 120 horse we need. We have what on our tractor? 32 horse. So we really got to obey that horsepower requirement. $55 with that one. This might be kind of tricky. What about a cultivator maybe? 90 horse. Oh, here's one for 20 horse. That's a 3 meter. That might be a way to go. Here's one with 40 for 2.4 meters. Or this guy is just 40. Might be more appropriate to use this one. It's a little underpowered for that according to the sheet, but I wonder if it would let us get by. Sometimes there's a little bit of wiggle room. They're both 800 bucks. Seems like a no-brainer to go with this one, but we did use this on a previous playthrough. So I kind of want to change it up a little bit. So we can have the harrow or not. It actually has less weight when we do that. So let's take that off. Let's color her up a little bit. I don't know if we want to do like a green or like... make it like a rust color like we always try to do on these. That's kind of interesting, doing a two-tone like that. Let's go with this, I think. It's 40 horse. 800 bucks. Hopefully, the tractor can handle it. If not, we'll have to get the other one, I suppose. But like I said, we used the other one on a previous playthrough, and I kind of want to change it up a little bit here. So let's head on down. Will it handle it? Will it handle it? Should be alright. Look at that. Looks like it even belongs too. Excellent. Looks like a decent working width. Let's give this thing a shot. It should work a little bit better than the plow when we initially went through. I hope, again, it's a little over horsepowered for this tractor, but Sometimes there's wiggle room. Drop her down. And we'll have at her. Look at that. Seems to be working fairly well. Good working speed. 8, 9. Wow. Yeah, this won't take us any time at all. How does it look from here? Awesome. We're ready to go for another crop. We gotta pick a crop. I'm trying to think, maybe we didn't have... So barley was probably the biggest harvest we're gonna get. We had plenty of room. If we do like canola or something, we're probably gonna have barely anything in the harvest, which is... We wanna make sure we get a decent harvest too. We'll have to think about that and see what we come up with. That actually went fairly well. I was expecting some resistance, but that worked a lot better than the plowing, I think. And we are done. We did rip some paint off. It's gonna look nice, old and rustic. I like it. I like it a lot. So we need to figure out what we want to put into that field. We do want to change it up a little bit. We can only do so much. Maybe we should do oats. Our yield is not going to be as much, but again, we'll just change it up. Let's go ahead and put that in a plan then. Can we add it? There's no field number for it, so let's just... Should we just call it field 1? Even though there is another field 1 on the map over somewhere around here. Looks like somebody's yard, I would guess. Yeah, somebody's yard over here. We'll focus on our fields anyway, so we'll just call it 1, I suppose. Yeah, we'll probably have to also look at getting a weeder of some kind. We're not going to be dealing with spray. That's quite expensive. Look at that. I had to crank her down before it even unhooked. That was interesting. Yeah, so what I think we'll do is call it there for today's episode. Let's check the sales real quick. I don't think there was anything. No, this would be nice, but definitely can't afford that this early in the series. Probably go ahead and get a skid steer maybe on the next episode after we plant and get some more passive income as things go. And then we get these pallets loaded up, get these sold, get some more money there. Alright, so thank you guys so much for watching, and we will see you on the next one.